Hello, people of Earth. How you doing? So, went to my class this morning, 7:10. Kind of sucks, but whatever. It's class. Gotta go. On my way back, I was walking through a little bit of drizzle. You know, that's a term for little bits of rain coming from the sky. It's not really quite raining. It's not quite fog. It's like drizzle. Fuck, I don't know where it came from. Anyway, so um, I'm walking back, and I'm just about to where my college campus is. The dorm part at least, and and I see one of the janitors or something. He's taking a garbage can. He looks at me and goes, you know. I'm thinking. So my only response is to go back and go. So it's like, you got no shoes on, buddy. I'm like, I know. You should try it. It's very nice. It's a lot better on your back and your ankles and your knees and your feet. Anyway, so go back to my room, go to sleep because I'm tired. I'm a college student. I'm supposed to be tired, even though I really don't do anything all that exciting. So I wake up again, roll out of bed at 9 o'clock for my next class. It's my drawing class. I love that class. So, first thing that happens, it's kind of pissed me off, is we're going, to the RISD Museum, the Rhode Island School of Design, So, we were supposed to bring $3. Totally forgot that. But I came to class early, so I had time to, shoot back on my ripstick as fast as I could. Okay, for those of you who don't know what a ripstick is, I'm not being perverted. A ripstick is a two-wheeled skateboard that wiggles back and forth to get its propulsion as opposed to putting your feet on the ground. So I'm not saying I rode as fast as I could back to my dorm on my ripstick. I mean, I don't know what that would mean, but just don't. I'm not saying anything perverted. Don't worry about it. It's a skateboard-ish. So get my money, drop off all the art stuff that I dragged over there thinking that we would have a drawing class today. So I'm like, all right, dump my shit, get my my money, go sprinting down the hallway, running out the door, drop the ripstick, jump on it, and go. Only to realize that when I got there, he hadn't even started handing out evaluations for his teaching of the year. We didn't leave for another 30 minutes, so it's like, all right, whatever, I have my money, cool, let's go to the museum and look at stuff. So go to the counter. Actually, no. We're walking along, and I'm on my ripstick, so everyone's kind of watching me. I know the way to the RISD Museum because I've been over there. I haven't been to it, but I've been over there, so I was leading the class that way. And my teacher comes up alongside me and says, now where did you get the idea that not wearing shoes made your back pain go away? And I said, I don't know, it's just sort of an experiment. He says, that's brilliant. You could market that and make millions of dollars. For anyone that has back pain, I mean, forget it. You can go for it. I said, oh, cool. I mean, who doesn't want to be a millionaire? But out of the show in negative form. Anyway, so I go there, pay my $3 to get in because I'm a student, so you get a discount. And so I have to check in the ripstick because apparently I can't, go through their delicate museum with a huge club-like skateboard. Whatever, cool. So immediately he takes us up to the Oriental art wing, and it had all these Buddha, Tibetan kind of things. Yeah, cool stuff. And I passed by a security guard. He goes like this. He goes. And I walk right past him. He's just like, okay, whatever. That kid's a weirdo. And what we went to go see is this enormous Buddha. Apparently, it's the biggest wooden Buddha in the West. I don't remember what it was called, but it was made in 1150. Really cool. I mean, wow. I'm not a Buddhist, but that was cool. So anyway, kept going through the museum, going through different exhibits, went through the Egyptian thing. Saw another security guard, same thing, And, whatever. Keep going through, and I eventually end up in the modern section with the rest of my classmates. and there's enormous black guy, like bouncer, nightclub is scary. He's like, anyway, he's like, excuse me, like some kind of like old, 40-year smoker kind of voice, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I keep walking. He's like, excuse me, and I'm like, turn. I'm like, yes. He's like, you need to go downstairs. You can't be wearing nothing on your feet. You have to go downstairs down to the entrance. I'm like, okay. And I leave him like, fucking douche. They're not serving food there. There's no restriction on that sort of thing. I mean, there's no health code against it. So I'm kind of pissed off, annoyed. So I'm ripsticking along, again, it's a skateboard. Ripsticking along back toward my dorm. And I'm somewhere halfway in between. I see these old shriveled up women, like, and they're sitting there with like cigars, okay? And, I passed by and stopped because it's an intersection. I was going to cross to go to the other side of the street. They're like, what's wrong with you? What? Was that a woman's voice? What's wrong with your lungs? What's wrong with your vocal cords? So, whatever. I didn't say anything, but I wanted to. But, they're entitled to their opinion. Go for it. And besides, they're going to die soon, so it's not like they can make a big difference by taking the shoes off. The damage is already done. So, I finally got back to my room after having a really pleasant conversation with a businessman that came out and said, man, you're wild. I'm like, yep, that's me. You're really committed to this. I'm like, yep, it's a lot better for you. My back pain went away. It's good. And he said he actually had tried to learn how to use a ripstick. I was not expecting him to say that. I said, some people can do it, some people can't, whatever. So I get back to my room and do some legal researching, on what the risky policy is on shoes. I wrote on their Facebook wall, and they deleted my post. Okay, fuck you. Alright, let's just delete the post as opposed to answering it. Thanks for that. I really appreciate that. Anyway, so I did some research into Rhode Island laws, and there is no law saying you cannot wear shoes or you can go barefoot in an eating establishment or other retail place. I am perfectly within my right to go into a restaurant without shoes. And you know where I got that law? The health department. Those laws that say no shoes by order of health department, it's a fucking lie. So, you know what? I'm not gonna wear shoes. You know what I have in my wallet? Which I think is in my pocket. I have 2 pieces of paper. And on these pieces of paper, which I will kindly present to any person, are correspondences between 2 different people and the Rhode Island Department of Health, both of which state that you do not need to wear shoes in restaurants or other retail settings. So I will present this to whoever tries to give me shit about that and say, I believe we've sorted things out, and if you'd kindly step out of my way, I would like to eat my food. Thank you. So, anyway, I'm reaching the time limit, so goodbye, world.